Life is full of happy coincidences. One day you'd plan a trip to the game fair hoping to catch the dog and horse shows and the clay pigeon ranges. The next you learn that the last surviving London and North Eastern Railway Class A3, 60103 Flying Scotsman, is running on the Severn Valley Railway not 40 kilometres away during the very same weekend. When I first saw her, it was by complete coincidence when she visited Locomotion in 2019. When I wanted to film her at Carlisle in 2023, she failed right before her special was due. When I wanted to film her on the Strathspey Railway the same year, she had a low-speed collision with a stationary train and had been locked away. Then, when I wanted to film her stationary at the National Railway Museum in 2024, we missed her by a matter of hours. Not to be outdone, the Class 20 had been started in preparation for the service train immediately tailing Scotsman. Our train was hauled by a Class 52 Western, number D1062 Western Courier. I had never seen a Western before, and I was amazed at how quiet it was. Remind me, why did I venture to this end of the platform again? "2048 is on loan to the Severn Valley Railway. Having been allocated to Hornsey Depot initially, she gained her Scotty Dog emblem in 1971 when she was allocated to Glasgow Eastfield. words for guessing why the Class 20 were nicknamed choppers. Designed as basically the diesel equivalent of a Great Western Railway pannier tank, this is D9551, a Class 14060, nicknamed Teddy Bears. The Great Western Railway Works at Swindon had a bit of an obsession with German diesel hydraulics. The Teddy Bears were a little more than a British take on a DB V60. As per a few of the Western hydraulics, the copying did not extend as far as their inspiration's reliability. Doesn't matter where you go, it's always the same with Scotsman. That being said, the crowds are, for once, not solely due to the A3. D9551 has failed and can only just about manage to push her carriages into the head shunt before limping away to lick her wounds.
Okay.
I'm not a particularly massive fan of it. We live a mile away, so you get swept up into the enthusiasm. But the best mate's in a care home in the Cotswolds at the moment, and I want to go and torment him with all the shop because he's such a massive fan, and I just want to go and torment him.
Oh look, here he is, and here he is again, and here he is again.
Ladies and gentlemen, for those of you waiting to see Flying Scotsman, it is nearly here. We are having to hold it outside the station.
I was approached in conversation a handful of times by fellow enthusiasts and volunteers. Of note were an older gentleman who had come down to the railway, which was only a few minutes away from him, to take pictures of Scotsman to later use to taunt a friend of his in the Cotswolds. There was also a very chipper man who stood next to me at the platform end to film 6103 running round. Apparently he's a volunteer at the SVR and he usually works one of the dining trains. The full line reopening after the landslide in January this year meant he could finally travel up and down the line in its completion. If any of you out there recognise yourselves in these stories, it was genuinely great getting to chat with you.
You should get in. You're getting your money's worth back to getting get it prompted. Make out the 3 cylinders.
Yeah. 6 thumbs per revolution.
Yeah. It's amazing how all these A1s are all 3 cylinders. Yeah, our Castles are 4 cylinders, the Great Western ones.
And they're still more powerful.
Yeah, yeah.
I started the day by never having seen a Western. I ended it by having seen 3. Well, it wouldn't be one of my attempts to go see Flying Scotsman without something having gone wrong. Although, if all that encompasses is a delay causing me to not be able to visit the footplate model shop in Kidderminster, then all things considered, it wasn't too bad. My thanks to the Severn Valley Railway staff and volunteers for being very welcoming. And as ever, thank you for watching. Cheerio!
Look at each other blocks for a box. You go all the way.